This is how you've always learned about George Washington.
The Life of George Washington, volumes 1 through 2. He decided to establish a fortified encampment at Valley Forge, about 20 miles from Philadelphia. The ground was covered with woods and bounded on one side by the Schuylkill and on the others by ridges of hills. He examined the site in person and designated the particular parts in which each regiment was about to be quartered. The army marched to this place, and on the 18th of December, orders were issued for building huts. Trees were felled for this purpose, and the huts were constructed with logs, the dimensions of each being 16 feet by 14.
Good heavens, man.
Riveting.
That's an actual book on George Washington, on Valley Forge, and how he came and said, okay, this is what we need to do. They're giving the dimensions of the logs. Who gives a flying crap? Why would you ever need to know the dimensions of the logs? So, what have we done?
Wanted to build encampments just like George did.
This is how you should learn about George Washington.
Right. Roll out that map of the area, Colonel Hamilton, if you would, Washington said matter-of-factly. Now look there. He continued, drawing imaginary lines of the document before him. We'll erect roads here, here, and here. Here will be a line of barracks as well as here and here. General Knox's auxiliary brigade will be here. Guardhouse over here. Outer defenses, trenches, forts. They'll form the lines here and there and there. Our parade ground should be at the center. Again, there was a sharp jabbing of his index finger to indicate the location of his plans. And let us not forget the hospitals. 2 hospitals for each brigade. Some of the junior officers marveled at how Washington had so quickly absorbed the lay of the land to reach such a logical conclusion. But the Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Hamilton, Washington's brilliant young chief of staff, knew much better. He knew that his commander had enrolled his maps before ever even arriving at Valley Forge. He knew that he had consulted with his officers and sought advice from the locals as he rode to this destination. George Washington's genius, Hamilton knew, rested not only on his good judgment, but on good listening and detailed preparation. But Hamilton also knew something else. They would all need a lot more than just listening and preparation to survive a winter in Valley Forge.
Being George Washington by Glenn Beck. Available in bookstores everywhere.
Not a single dimension. What kind
I
of
don't know
garbage was
how
that?
did they cut the logs?
Yeah, how big were they?
No, I had no idea.
Were they 16 by 14? Were they 12 by 5? Were they? What were they?
No idea.
I don't know either,
idea.
Thanks to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really
So
bad.
this is a history book that is a little unlike other history books, and that is what this is. This is a history book. It is imperative that we restore the history of George Washington.
GBTV. The truth lives here.